In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on May 1st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Athletics versus Texas Rangers. The spotlight shifts over to the American League West on Thursday as Texas and the Athletics close out a 4-game set. It's been a scrappy back and forth, and both clubs will be looking to end it strong before heading into their next series. Texas, who's had flashes of dominance lately, will try to lean on solid pitching and the home crowd to finish the week on a high note. The Rangers have been stingy with runs when Maul's on the mound, only 8 runs allowed across his last 5 starts going back to April 4th. On the other side, Springs hasn't looked sharp at all. After missing most of the last 2 seasons with injuries, he's come back struggling badly. His numbers across the board, walks, strikeouts, and home runs, are the worst he's put up since his early days with Texas and Boston. Texas hasn't exactly lit up lefties this year, but the power is there. Guys like Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, Jake Berger, Wyatt Langford, and Josh Jung have more than enough juice to give Maul the support he needs if they're even halfway dialed in. Lately, Texas offense has been hit or miss, but going up against Springs might be just what the lineup needs to get back in rhythm. Springs hasn't lived up to the expectations the A's had for him when they picked him up in the offseason. He's giving up crooked numbers far too often and has needed big-time run support to keep his head above water. He might not get that kind of help here, not against Maul, who's been locking things down. I think Texas does enough to hold the line and take the split at home. As our first pick for this matchup, the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. With Maul starting, I'm riding the under without hesitation on Thursday. Texas has hit the under in 5 of his 6 starts this season and has been involved in plenty of low-scoring games overall. The Rangers are 9-21 against the over-under this year and just 2-13 when playing at home. Offensively, they rank near the bottom of the league at 3.4 runs per game, but defensively they've been sharp, holding opponents to just 3.5 runs on average, which is 5th best in the majors. Their offense isn't drawing many walks either, just 2.3 per game. And their pitching staff has been just as disciplined, only giving up 2.57 per game, which ranks 3rd. The Athletics haven't exactly been an over machine themselves, sitting at 5-6-4 when playing on the road and 2-6-1 in division matchups. They've managed 5 or more runs only 3 times over their last 11 games. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Philadelphia Phillies. The 2 National League East rivals are set to face off Thursday night in Philadelphia. The Nationals are struggling this season and sitting close to the bottom of the division standings, while the Phillies are once again in the mix for the division lead, going head-to-head with the Mets in that race. Philadelphia will hand the ball to Walker for the final game of the series on Thursday night. Walker's record is only 1-2 so far this year, but his earned run average stands at a solid 2.78. The Phillies have managed to win 3 of his 5 starts. Washington counters with Lord, a pitcher who transitioned from the bullpen but hasn't found his footing yet. He's 0-3 on the season, and the Nationals have dropped 3 of his 4 starts. Heading into Wednesday's game, the Phillies have also taken 3 of the first 4 matchups between the clubs. Phillies' offense has been sharp, especially when it comes to getting on base. They currently rank 4th in the league in on-base percentage. Add to that a 3-game winning streak entering Wednesday, and it looks like the Phillies will stay neck and neck with the Mets in the division. As our first pick for this matchup, the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. Lately, both teams have been trending toward high-scoring games. Washington has gone over the total in 4 of their last 5 outings, including both games against Philadelphia this week. That's mostly due to their pitching staff getting roughed up. They've allowed 7 or more runs in 3 of their last 4 games. On the flip side, the Phillies have gone over the total in 2/3 of their home games this season. The line for Thursday's game is set at 9.5 runs, and these 2 teams have already hit the over in 3 of their 5 matchups this year. With both lineups putting up runs and the Nationals continuing to struggle on the mound, it wouldn't be surprising to see another high-scoring game here. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Toronto Blue Jays. It's the final matchup in a 3-game set between division rivals from the American League East, taking place up in Canada as the Boston Red Sox head north to square off against the Toronto Blue Jays on Thursday night. Toronto made things a little too interesting on Wednesday, but their bats woke up when it mattered and they pulled off a walk-off win. Now they've got a shot to keep that momentum going against Tanner Houck, who hasn't exactly thrived away from home this season. On the flip side, Jose Berrios has been steady against the Red Sox, including a recent outing where he tossed 7 innings and gave up just 1 run. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Back in April, both of these starting pitchers were giving up their share of contact. Berrios ended the month with a 1-0 record, a 3.1 earned run average, and a 1.28 WHIP over 29 innings across 5 starts. Meanwhile, Houck didn't fare as well. He went 0-1, posted a rough 7.88 earned run average, and allowed opponents to hit .316 off him in 24 innings through 5 starts. Neither bullpen has stood out either. Boston's relief corps sits at 17th in the league with a 3.93 earned run average, while Toronto's bullpen ranks just ahead at 16th with a 3.89 earned run average. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers versus Los Angeles Angels. The 2025 Major League Baseball season rolls on this Thursday, May 1st, with an interleague matchup featuring the Detroit Tigers squaring off against the Los Angeles Angels. The game takes place at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California, and it brings two teams heading in different directions lately. Lately, the Tigers have been quietly putting together some solid baseball. Over the past couple of weeks, they've been one of the better performing squads in the league. Casey Mize has been a steady hand on the mound, logging 29.2 innings and giving up just 24 hits and 7 runs. He's also struck out 23 during that stretch. On the flip side, the Angels are on a 5-game losing skid and have gone just 5-14 since they opened the year at 7-3. It's starting to feel like the same old Angels again. As for Yusei Kikuchi, he's had a rough go. His team has lost 5 of his 6 starts, and he's surrendered 32 hits and 15 earned runs across 31.1 innings. In his last 25.1 innings alone, he's walked 18 batters. Given how things are shaping up, there's a pretty clear case to be made that Detroit should be even heavier favorites than they are. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Tigers money line is our full game side pick. This looks like a good setup for the under. Mize has done a great job at keeping hitters in check, and the Angels' offense hasn't been able to string together much lately. Both teams have also leaned toward the under throughout the season. Mize doesn't give up a lot of base runners, and Detroit doesn't exactly light up the scoreboard either. This game has the feel of something like a 4-1 or 4-2 win for the Tigers. So far this season, the Tigers have hit the under in 16 of their 30 games with 2 pushes, while the Angels have gone under in 14 of their 28 games with 1 push. That trend should stay on track. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Rockies versus San Francisco Giants. On Thursday night, the Colorado Rockies will be in San Francisco to kick off a 4-game series against the Giants at Oracle Park. It's the first of 4 showdowns between these division rivals, and the Rockies are desperate to change their luck. They've been stuck at the bottom of the standings and head into this one hoping to turn the tide in one of the toughest places to play on the road. Lately, the Giants have had the Rockies' number, especially when they meet in San Francisco. They've won 7 in a row against Colorado at Oracle Park and haven't had much trouble scoring runs in those matchups either. San Francisco has managed to push across at least 4 runs in 4 straight games against the Rockies and blew them out 11-4 the last time they opened a series here. Colorado, meanwhile, has been a mess away from home, losing 93% of their road games this year, and they're riding a brutal 7-game losing streak overall. The Giants are also coming in hot, having just taken 3 of 4 from the Brewers and sweeping the Mariners earlier this season at home. Rockies starter Kyle Freeland got shelled in his last outing here, giving up 6 runs in only 4 innings. Based on how both teams have looked, everything leans towards San Francisco handling their business again. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Francisco Giants to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In terms of scoring, recent meetings between these two teams have mostly been quiet. 4 of their last 6 games have ended under the total, and just 19 total runs have been scored in the last 3 games they played in San Francisco. Offensively, the Rockies haven't been doing themselves any favors. They batted just .224 with a .374 slugging percentage over 13 games against the Giants last season. Things haven't improved much this year either. They're near the bottom of the league in several batting stats, including second worst in team batting average at .213, so it's unlikely they'll put up a lot of runs in a hurry. The Giants' offense hasn't been explosive either. They sit in the lower half of the league in multiple key hitting categories. On the flip side, their pitching has stepped up. They rank among the top 10 in earned run average at 3.6 and have held opponents to 2 runs or fewer in 3 of their last 4 games. Even so, San Francisco has also had trouble putting up big numbers lately, scoring no more than 3 runs in 3 of their last 4 contests. With both teams struggling to hit and solid pitching on at least one side, this matchup has all the makings of a low-scoring game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.